Now let's move on with the NFL, where Eagles wide receiver Desean Jackson shared some very disturbing comments. Over the last few days, he shared a fake Hitler quote that said, "White Jews will extort and blackmail America." He as well posted on Instagram messages from Farrakhan, an anti-Semitic, misogynistic, and homophobic preacher. Now, I'm in a unique position here where I'm a Jewish person, and I have faced and dealt with anti-Semitism since I was a young child. I remember as a young child, I was going to celebrate Israel Independence Day here in Ottawa at a ball a ball hall, whatever you want to call it, some event center. And I remember we were driving by, and there was a big group of people that were dressed up as Jewish people, mocking us, and all the stereotypes. They were dressed up as rabbis, they were dressed up as Jewish people. And I remember I asked my mom, why are these people, dressing up as us, and obviously being completely anti-Semitic and all the stereotypes and everything. My mom told me, as a Jewish person, you need to understand that you're going to have to face hate throughout your life. Now, there's two ways you can combat that. Some people combat hate with hate, and that goes nowhere. The way you combat hate is through love, kindness, and mitzvahs, which is, giving, like donations, etc. That's the way I was raised. And the remarks to Desean Jackson, disgusting from Desean Jackson, quoting, he thought it was Hitler's quote, regardless if it's a real or fake quote from Hitler. It's fake, by the way. He quoted Hitler. That alone is barbaric. And then you go in, see some of these messages from Farrakhan, who is a completely disgusting person, misogynistic, homophobic, anti-Semitic. He's called Jews the devils. He said so many terrible things about women and gay people. And you share these messages and you stand by these messages. And then the Philadelphia Eagles today, they put out this half-assed statement. And I understand the NFL is never, trust me, the NFL is never good on these issues. Just look at Colin Kaepernick, what happened with him. So I'm not surprised that the Eagles have sort of messed up here. What I am surprised about is that the National Football League and their players have not said one word. I don't think I've seen really any players talk out about what Desean Jackson said, what he's put out there. These remarks are disgusting. It hurts. As a Jewish person, why am I getting attacked for my faith? That's not right. It's not right to be racist. You shouldn't do that. It's not right to be anti-Semitic. You shouldn't do that. So why are people they're covering this up, and we're talking about racism, which is important. We should be talking about both. And the last thing I want to touch up on here, we stepped up, and thank God we've stepped up about how and why we're speaking out about racism. It's good. It's fantastic. We're finally talking about it. For years and years and years, we weren't talking about it. We were just wiping it under the rug and just trying to forget about it. But it's a damn time that as a society, we're finally getting our injustices and we're righting our wrongs. And we're finally talking about what needs to be spoken about. It's time as a society that we start talking about anti-Semitism. We start talking about the horrors that Jewish people have faced. And it's about time that we don't sit down and just forget that this stuff happens. Every single day, I'm a public figure. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity, but I'm a public figure. I have a YouTube channel. I have a podcast. And I find every couple of days I get some sort of anti-Semitic or some snarky remark. It's not right. Just because I'm Jewish doesn't mean I'm different than you. Just because you're a minority doesn't mean they're different than you. And I'm sick and tired of this shit continuing. Enough's enough. It's ridiculous. And I really hope Desean Jackson's cut. I really hope the NFL makes a big statement here. They messed up with Colin Kaepernick, and it's time that they finally right the wrongs and make a stand. Time to take a stand. These things are wrong. And as a Jewish person, it hurts. We need to speak about anti-Semitism. Let's treat racism and anti-Semitism the same, because they're all hurting people, and people shouldn't be hurt because of the color of their skin or their race or their faith or anything.